Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another Power Universe episode of Vine Panther Presents. Today we got Chris back, we got Stacy, and we got Kim as we discuss Book 2, Tariq, Season 2, Episode 2. Spoiler review. Some things kind of happened. I didn't think it was gonna happen, but it did happen. But anyway, let's go to Stacy. What did you think of this episode?
It was okay. I'm a little bit worried about some of the upcoming storylines that may or may surface. Like, I don't need a Maury episode. Please don't do this. Monet and her two light-skinned, bald-headed men. Well, he better not be one of those kids' daddy. I'm just saying.
I feel Kanan. That's Kanan's dad.
You know it's coming. You know it's
that's
coming.
Kanan's dad.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
That's
so stupid. It's so stupid.
The only question is he gonna kill his daddy? Is he gonna be the fourth power?
Based on power passed in writing, if he's the daddy, he will get murdered by his son.
Yep, for sure.
Has to happen at this point. Or Monet says, I can't let you tell him that you are his father. We've heard that season before, but now I got to take you out. But anyway, yeah, that's how I'm feeling with that. Anything else? Any other storylines you feel are developing? You said storylines plural.
Not off the. It'll come up later, I'm sure. But that's just my main one for now. Yeah,
I was like, come on, this is what we're doing now. So Kim, what'd you get? What'd you get out of this episode?
It was okay. It was just a little slow. But the whole Sax and Davis, I'm not interested. I mean, I like Sax and I do like Davis, but I'm not interested in them together. Like it's like to me it feels forced. You know, like they're forcing this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel like I'm like, yeah. And then with Tate also, now Tate is gonna be in the classroom forced. Being a professor. I'm like,
leave my boo Tate alone.
Oh no! I love me some Lorenz Tate. Okay, that's my boo. But at the same time, he's a very good actor. Like he's a great actor. Okay, and he deserves to be written. His character deserves to be written. You know, and to match how great he is of an actor. And I think that they're not doing that. So that kind of bothered me.
Money.
And then the whole thing with this Kevin Whitman, the detective, to me, it just seems like he's upset that she was banging other people. Like, and he just wants to get her on something. He just wants to lock her up.
Jabari, Professor
Greg.
Jabari.
I'm saying Greg from book 1.
Oh yeah, but both of them,
exactly.
Both of them had the same fate. Both of them had the same fate, right? It didn't work out for any one of them motherfuckers.
Right.
Once a man starts getting obsessed with who his ex is banging, they end up getting banged. They getting shot. Like Kevin ain't making it out the season. like that's just what happens. He goes down this path, he will be murdered. Like as they're consistent in the Power Universe. So I was like, so every season, that's what we're gonna do, because she getting up that ass quite a bit. So are we gonna find a new ex next season? I'm like, every time we turn around, some new man is like, I fucked her. It was like, well, who didn't?
Well, remember, she's a what is a sexaholic,
sex addict.
Sex addict. So yeah, of course.
I was surprised Sax wasn't already on the list. I mean, if she was a former prosecutor, right, and he was in USDA, I just thought he was gonna be like, I got that too, Davis. So what up? I mean, I really thought they were gonna be like, but I got it first though. But she has said with Sax or Tate, but the season's not over yet. Not over yet. So
well, she acts like she hates Tate, and I know that's gonna stop.
She hated Mushmouth until she got that ass.
Oh, why you call him that? Why you gotta call him that?
That's real shit.
The internet's already making fun of him. Come on, man.
I was like, oh man, he's getting on my damn nerves.
He really does. But he's not long for the power world either.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Anyway, anything else, Kim? I'm sorry.
No, that's it.
Right, Chris.
Come up. More stuff will come up as we talk.
Chris, what you got, man? What's your top?
Yeah, the whole light skin thing kind of threw me off too. Like you were talking about Stacey with the whole like Monique messing with the two light-skinned folk. At one point I got confused with Lorenzo and Mecca, and I was like, wait, what? I was like, oh, I really did get confused. You know what I mean? You know how white people always mess around, talk about how we look alike or Asian people look alike. I had that moment, unfortunately. I'll admit it. And if y'all watching this and y'all saying y'all at one point y'all didn't for a split second get confused too, y'all some damn liars. All right, you know what I mean? So we're all about
and
honesty.
The full beard. Once you get the beard involved, I was like,
yeah, I thought maybe he should. I was like, huh? I was like,
He definitely has a type.
Sure does.
And that's interesting that with casting, they I don't know if they did that shit on purpose, but I was like, but it's very consistent. Like maybe she's consistent with her draws. But what's up, Kim?
Sorry, could that be his brother? And they haven't said it yet, cousin.
Probably no on the show.
I don't think they'll go that far. I don't think they'll go that far.
No, this is what did you say about the Shy? This is the Shy. Like this is
only no because they grew up together. So like Monet and Dante like grew up together. So like you gotta look into that. So like
you grow up together. That means you're in the same neighborhood, which means Papa be a Rolling Stone. I'm just saying.
Now I see your point, but I think you're more closer with Mama being like she chose a partner over a lover. I was like, I see where we're going with this. I was like, but to be like, okay, Monet. So you chose Lorenzo. Anyway, Chris, anything else? Sorry.
I'm even though it was a different take, I did like that Kane and Drew basically had their finally had a brotherly moment together, shooting at a range. Even though I was thinking like Drew, I was like, Drew shot before. Like, I mean, he never shot. Well, I guess one hand. Okay, I take that back. I mean, shooting one hand is much different than shooting with both your hands, especially if you're shooting with your less dominant hand.
Yeah, your less dominant hand.
I tried that. So I'm a lefty. I didn't think it was that big of a deal trying to shoot my right hand, and I shut my mouth after trying to shoot on the range with my right hand. I was like, well, damn. I was like, well, so much for me trying to try out with right-handed made weapons. You know what I mean? I was like, well, damn. I was like, okay. It's a right-handed world, unfortunately. Anyway, but the discussion they had in class, I was like, why in the world they're gonna have Rushonda say Jesus was a motherfucking was motherfucking famous. Why are you gonna put Jesus and fuck in the same sentence? Like why? Like why do you do that? I don't know. Maybe maybe that was ad-libbed and Keisha said, oh, I'm gonna put this in there for I don't know. I was just like,
it's
again,
Chandra, bro.
I mean,
you gotta be consistent.
I feel like that was like something tells me that was ad-libbed, man. That came out too real. I was like,
she's committed to the character.
The actor put that in there. I think the actor.
More importantly, is Tate gonna be fucking hurt before the season's over?
Yeah, he gonna be putting his penis in something.
I think she's the one. I know
that's the theme. Every professor likes to mess around with students. I mean, if it's not this show, then it's Queens, and it's something else. There's always something. You know what I mean? But
Sacrifice too. Actually, later on.
Was it? Yeah. Yeah. What else? There was. I think last episode? Last week when I was talking about either this show or maybe I was talking about BMF. I was finally praising the show because now I think about I was talking about BMF, not really this show. I guess it was BMF I was praising for. I was like, okay, finally you got like this season. They didn't have to rely on like sex all the time. But nah, I'm watching this. It was like 3 times. I'm like, damn, like someone else is screwing again. Like, okay. Like, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they wanted Mary J to do that on Lorenzo Lurder's like, I gotta rep.
Like, there's 2 I'm not gonna do.
Nope. He said, no, but we need 4. It's an odd number of sex scenes. We need an even number. And then Mary's like, no. I'm still
Mary
getting
got
shitted
that
on.
written in her contract that she is not doing.
She's like, you ain't gonna get me shitting on for that. You ain't gonna monsters ball me. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's a bad enough black people still making fun of me for Popeyes. I mean, you ain't gonna do this to me again. You know what I mean? So yeah. Or is it KFC? One of the,
it was Popeyes when she made the song.
Crispy chicken and lettuce. You don't remember that? Just type
that
in
KFC. That wasn't Popeyes.
Same deal. They know what I'm talking about. You know what?
Or Burger King. It
but the
wasn't
point is
Popeyes.
still made.
It was still
It
chicken.
was fried chicken.
And
Fried
she
chicken.
still
My
sang
point.
it. And she's saying,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Popeye. Well, it was Popeyes, KFC. It's fried chicken.
Meg Thee
that
Stallion
made it
got her
look
own
better.
chicken
Huh?
or something. Meg Thee Stallion got her own Popeyes commercials now.
I know, right? And I make fun of that shit too. The hottie sauce.
bullshit.
I'm like, really?
I was like, come on, girl. She
I'm
got
like,
to cash
yeah,
in
she
while
did
the
that
ass
whole,
is
like-
still young.
Yeah.
We're getting off track.
But
Oh,
yeah,
we're getting off track.
I'm
Oh,
just
I
saying,
know,
my bad.
right?
He brought up the endorsements. I was just like, anyway.
yeah. What was the other thing? I kind of got distracted. It is clear the whole thing, like y'all were saying with Tate, like Tate's now teaching now. It's clear that this is going to be somewhat the route they're going to try to take his spin off. I guess essentially, I'm pretty sure they're going to throw that in there because I think they might have heard like people in the comment section similar to like what we've been saying previous episodes, saying like we won't care about certain things that he does, you know, in his own spinoff unless they switch it up a little bit. The whole politics thing is not going to be something we'd be interested in, which is probably why I'm pretty sure, which is probably why they're switching it up. They're probably switching it up and making him a professor now, which I think is weird. You know what I mean? But okay. So, oh man, there was something else and I can't think of top of my head, but it'll like the rest of like the two ladies said, it'll come up once we start talking. New Edition. I was hoping, at least when they were playing New Edition, I was hoping one time all of a sudden, like, I don't know, it would have been corny as hell, but Kane would be like, man, turn that bullshit off, man. Or something. Because, you know, he wasn't involved.
He did sing this episode.
I know, right? But I was like, it made me think, I'm like, did you I was like, he must have been lip syncing in the VH1 special then, because you slightly off. I don't know. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm also over with the whole Davis and Cooper Sacks thing. What happened to Riley? I mean, what happened to the niece? Like, that's one thing I kept, you know, they broke up with Braden, right? Or
Braden, because they hollied her. I mean, because like, you know, like Tariq was like, you gotta get rid of Nancy Drew because she bad for business, and Braden was like, I got this, bro, and like he didn't choke her out, but you know, she comes back.
Okay, I forgot about that. The whole frat thing. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you bring her up. I thought that's who Effie was fucking, like, because she was Asian. And I was confused there for a minute, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like she's
don't be like the white people confusing black people. Matter of fact, Riley was only half Asian.
Everybody's connected in this story. Don't act like this is like
Riley's only first of all, Riley's only half Asian. Okay, so the fact that's like saying, "Oh, I'm looking at Tiger Woods, and I just knew that was Naomi Osaka's brother." You know what I mean? Like.
I'm saying when she kept making out with the Asian girl, I was like, "Is that Riley?" I was like, "Oh shit!" And then Braden's about to walk in and see this shit. I was like, "Oh shit!" It didn't go that route. Yeah. I was like, "Damn it, they missed an opportunity." Because
do you think the female? I think the female. I think what's her name again? The one who's in trouble. What's her name?
Riley?
Pilgrim.
No, yeah, Pilgrim. Sorry, yeah, Pilgrim. I mean, yes, Pilgrim. Obviously, Tate's going to get it. I mean, she ain't got no sponsor to help her anymore, so Tate's going to get it as well as Davis. You know what I mean? Davis coming out there with no wedding ring. It's going to happen. You know, she. You know, I was waiting. Yo, when Mushmouth left the room, fine, since that's what we're calling him now. You know, I just knew I was like, he going to turn back around, and be like,
all right, Davis,
one last time.
All right,
last time. You know,
my question is, why has she not invested in some vibrators? Like, it's not that hard. Like, I mean, I guess they are hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm saying, do something. Like, if every man you fucked ends up messing your career up so far, like, how about you try something else? Like,
it's not the real thing. It's not the real thing, dude.
I'm just saying, like, something.
It's sickness. It's a mind sickness. It's just like having like bipolar disorder. It's something with her mind. So she has
masturbation is not going to cure it. That's not the thing.
Not gonna,
no. They ain't going to do anything.
I just something like or try women or something, but like
she has something. Like get some men that find her attractive and then boom, boom,
Chris. That's what
that's how she deals with it.
You know what I think about when I think about this? Nip Tuck. Remember when Christian went to the we're getting off track. Look, let's not talk about this stuff. All right, I'm sorry. Anything else, Chris? As we go now, I'm sorry.
Finally, I'm glad that Tariq finally got rid of the burner phone. I mean, I get it. I mean, that's your, it's your mother, and I mean, no, like that, you're holding on to it, but damn, man, that thing is going to get your ass caught, and like, what I mean? That might be already too late because now the cop, they all know that the phone, is over Stanfield, so we will have a 21 Jump Street on our hands, folks. We're gonna have an undercover cop in there. What I mean? They're gonna be in that joint. Might be, to your point, might be the Asian chick. Getting close with. Oh no, never mind. Effie doesn't go to that school, so maybe not. Yeah. Huh? Go ahead. I'm sorry. And no, that's it. I'm sorry. I'll let you go now. Sorry. I'm done.
It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, like I said, we all agreed that. I mean, Dante. When I figured out Mecca's real name is Dante, I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, we just gotta see how long it's gonna take for him to be like, is that my child? Also, Monet's discussion with Diane. Monet reminds me of Adam Sandler's mom in The Water Boy. That like when she's like,
"Can I devil? I don't want you to be talking. Don't be talking to that girl. That girl be the devil.
The devil. That's right. Can I go to college, Mama? College is the devil.
College. Can I be your college, little Bobby? I'll be the medulla oblongata."
I was like, dude, it's like every time this woman's like, I'm trying to be better. She's like, no, you ain't ready for that shit. You sit your ass down here and just show your ass when I tell you to. And this is how you get from point A to point B in life. You don't want to get an education and you ain't smart enough. You ain't got the smarts. Like, I was like, what is happening? What kind of mother are you, bruh? And then I'm like, what's going to happen? Dante's gonna do the math. Dante's gonna do the math and be like, Kane's my kid. That's why he's a murderer. And I love this dude. When he broke little Guap's fingers, I was like, this is the show I want to watch. Like, let's focus on Mecca and his new son and just see how that relationship develops. Like, let's work on that. I want to see more of that. Anybody know that Drew just keeps on snitching for some reason? Like, he just can't keep his mouth shut. Okay, for example, he's like, hey, Mushmouth, did you know my whole family's gonna ride you into financial security because Mama said that you are a ticket out of drugs? Did you know that? No, he didn't know that. Shut the fuck up, because that made him go, maybe I don't need to be listening to Monet. Maybe I should do my own thing. Then he goes to his brother and it's like, hey, Kane, how you doing? The drug operation is really fucked up and we need a new connect. And then Kane was like, well, I can find you a connect. He's like, oh, really? You can? Yeah, okay. I was like, Drew, shut the fuck up. Because when Diane asked you about this, she's like, well, did you go to him or did he come to you? And he's like, well, he came to me. No, motherfucker. You said y'all need to connect. And brother was like, I can help. That's what happened. I was like, and he did the same thing last year, didn't he? He snitched about something. He opened his mouth to somebody. I think it was Tariq or some shit. Like, he just keeps on talking. We don't need to be fucking talking. Like I just like, God damn.
You think you're gonna catch a bullet?
At some point, he's gonna say the wrong thing to the wrong person and really fuck up shit. But he talks too much. I was like, why has no one noticed this? I don't know.
Well, I mean, you gotta remember, for him, Kane is his brother, so he's gonna tell him stuff. He doesn't view him as the enemy. He views him as my brother.
Yeah.
Right. He forgave him for everything that happened, and so he's like, I mean, him and Diana can talk to no one, and I think that after a while they got to tell somebody what the hell's going on. Yeah. So they tell their brother.
So we do agree, though, him talking to Zeke about how the secret plan to ride him into financial freedom was probably not a good idea.
Well, I think that Drew is doing that because Drew doesn't want any parts of that.
I was going to say Drew's not a fan of that. He don't like
that. So why not tell Zeke?
Yeah, he don't like using his cousin like that. Like, he's like, it's like he's against that. He's like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So I'm like Monet is. As much as Monet is always on Diane, like same thing happened last season. Like Drew continually fucked up. Like, but when Diane does it, she's like, you need to get your shit together, little girl. Like she has a problem. Like I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe because she's a woman and she's like, you need to do better or whatever. But she is constantly shitting on Diane for some reason.
She wants her to be like her. She wants her to be like a another version of herself, and that's why
No,
you
she
know what I mean.
doesn't want her to be a version of herself.
Huh? You said it.
She doesn't want her to be the same as her.
What I mean, why you say that? I don't mean like sync. Obviously, she don't want her to make some of the same mistakes, but
Right.
she also wants her to be like in the trade. Be like, look, I need you to be a strong woman like I am. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? I don't know. Okay.
Not that strong.
Yeah, she. Also true.
She's not.
Because then she ran. How is a professional drug dealer don't check your drugs? How do you not?
She knew. She had to know. Because for her to react like, oh,
yeah,
we replaced our drugs with flour. Oh, I guess we got to bake a cake. Ha ha ha. No.
That was too.
But how did she know? Because Kane did
I don't
that.
know.
Kane was the one.
I don't know. I think when she questioned Tariq and also questioned Kane, like, y'all need to stop dealing with each other. I think she kind of was like, okay, I want to see if they're working together. So to give Tariq the drugs, if he's dealing with Kane and then Kane, knowing her son would do some shit like that, like swapping out the drugs to test them to see if they're working together or something, she has to know.
You just think it's too ridiculous that she didn't.
It's too ridiculous that you be like, all our drugs have been replaced with baking products.
But why?
Let's just bake a cake.
And she was calm. Yeah, because
it was
calm.
Yeah.
But also,
yes.
Well, and then Drew was like, "Yo, did that just happen?" Like, you know,
also she's trying to get out the business too, right? So I mean, so it's not like she's like, "Oh my God, we needed the money to get from point A to point B," and they took a lot of effort to hide said baking powder or sugar in the multiple boxes and to give it to Tariq. So that seems like she constantly was like, "Get the product moving and let's get our money moving," and like it just didn't make any damn sense. I mean, I hope she knew, because this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. That she don't check the drugs. Tariq don't check the drugs. Fucking Braden, who is the operation,
checked the drugs. She gave him real drugs.
She
gave him real drugs.
She did.
Yes,
she gave him real drugs. She did.
Kane took the real drugs and replaced them with fake drugs.
Yeah. Kane found out where the drugs were, where Braden hid the drugs. Remember, Braden hid the drugs in like a garage or something on the family property.
Oh, you think he broke into that?
He broke into that.
That's what they're trying to make us believe. He was following Braden around until he ditched the car and he broke into wherever it was and did the swap.
And he did it because he wants Mecca to be their new connect. So
because that makes even less sense. Because like why that don't make any sense, right? Because like how did even when did Kane know that Braden was the center of this operation? Also, just real quick,
remember he dropped Braden in the hood. He know Braden is integral to the operation. What all he had to do was follow Braden around in the new shiny Mercedes.
Right.
And wait for him to drop his guard.
I would have. They should have showed that, because I was totally confused, because that made no kind of damn sense. But so that still goes to Tariq and Braden are not good drug dealers. That you don't like make sure the product's good.
No, Braden isn't, because even Tariq was like, "You did what?" And why don't they have like a storage room or something?
That's what I'm saying. Well, you remember they stuck it in the room, and then Braden's brother stole the drugs. I mean, they still don't have a warehouse.
Exactly. So why don't they have a place to store it that is secure? Is what I'm asking.
They're not good at that. I'm saying, but
I would think that if it's on the property of the Westons, how the hell did Kanan get in there? Because he's like Tommy and Ghost. They get in everywhere.
Yeah. So to that, I would like to say, Courtney Kemp is perplexed that anyone would ever say that Tariq and Braden are Ghost and Tommy. I'm like, have you not watched your own show? Because they are Ghost and Tommy. Like, even in this episode, when Tariq was like, "Look here, bruh, I got a lot of shit going on. My grandma just caught a DWI. Like, okay, I need you to handle this, Braden. I need you to be the voice on the street." And Braden was like, I got this, Ghost. I mean, Tariq, I got this. I can do this. I was like, we've seen this very storyline. And we've seen the fact that really Braden is the operation. He's the one running course correct. He's the one dealing with the dealers. We haven't seen any of this shit. We have not seen course correct. We haven't seen the dealers. I'm like, what happened? Why is Stern back and he's not checking into his husband who's been running drug money through his company through course correct?
I forgot about that storyline. I completely forgot that storyline. I feel like they did too.
Like, that doesn't make sense. And remember, the reason Tariq is even in that school is fucking Stern. Yeah. Stern is paying his tuition because Tasha came up with the plan that if you get my son through college, you can get 3 clubs, which she never even told Tariq about. So, like, how does Stern not even check on his investment to be like, hey, how's your grades going? What the fuck are you doing with my husband? What is this course correct shit? Like, none of that is discussed.
Well, did anybody understand why Stern and Tate was talking?
It's called plot necessity, because you need to get Tate into the college, because Stern should be there saying, you owe me for all the money I put into your governor race that you lost. Like, he should be like, you owe me some shit. Like, you owe me some favors or something. But now everything is about the Westons and this dumbass senator that we don't care about. And then I was like, I got an idea. How about you become a professor? Like, they're trying to keep Tate relevant. That's the only reason he's there. And then, like, there's no reason for a college kid to talk to a political figure. But if they make him a teacher, then Tate can stay relevant. And I'm like, this is that bullshit. Like, yeah. No one was. And then again, let's get back to Big Mama. Because I'm tired of this shit, right? They're just disrespecting this character. Because now Courtney Kemp was like, just go back and watch book 1. Bitch, where? Like, this don't make any sense. Her excuse for being an alcoholic is my granddaughter died. Got it. But you took care of
my son-in-law. Like, what? that you not care, that you were like, leave him for. That you were slightly happy when
she cared about Jamie, because Jamie's paying all the bills.
Just for the money. Matter of fact, but he's dead, which means the money, like, no, come on. No.
The money dried up, and now she out here struggling with her grandbaby. And she's old.
She ain't really.
Okay. As we pointed out, she opened a whole daycare. She took care of multiple kids, like, after Raina died. And then she's like, my daughter is gone, the one you verbally and physically abused, and didn't even go see her in prison. Did she ever go to prison? When Tasha was locked up? So you give less than a fuck. I'm like, they're working really hard to give us a reason why all of a sudden she's an alcoholic. So Yaz can be put into the system. So now Davis, and why was Sachs there? Why was Sachs there? It doesn't make sense that all of a sudden that Tariq has Davis on retainer. How's he paying for that? To be like, if my grandma needs you, she can call you and you can get her out of DWI. No, man, that's not what we need to be doing right now. I don't. In the investigation. All right. So this detective has not looked into Jabari's notebooks that had the word course correct, Drew, probably Tariq, drug dealer, like. He had details. Huh?
Tejada.
He had
everything. He has everything.
The cousin, the basically the cousin that was trying to do the book deal.
Brandon Lamont, his agent. That person that's not been spoken to. Like,
yeah. That should have been the one of the first. Like, yeah, it was a book. Just like, oh, I need more stuff for your book.
Like,
he's just concentrating on putting Carrie in jail. That's the problem. He's doing this. When he should be doing this, he's just focusing on her, and it's all because she slept with Zeke and she slept with Jabari, and I think this dude is just mad about it.
He is, but I'm like
jealous, and I'm like, this is a stupid storyline.
Crazy. Like, this whole Carrie Watt problem is getting on my nerves. Like,
this? I really, you know what, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna say it. If they have Tate sleep with Carrie, then they should be ashamed of themselves, because I don't care if the creator of this show is a woman. y'all just basically hoard her out. Y'all made it where she is whoring it up with a professor, a cop, a politician. Like, nah, y'all just made her a slut. Like, and then you're trying to cover it up by saying, "Oh, she's
sex addict.
She's a sex addict."
Yes, Chris.
No. I think that was see, and then that's how they cover that shit up by saying, "No, she's a sex addict." That's some bullshit. That is some bullshit. They right there. Nah, y'all slutted her up and y'all cover it up by saying, "Oh, she has a sponsor for this shit." What other fucking shows you know that does that?
Same thing about Angie.
Huh?
Did you think
Angie
the
was
same way
sleeping
about
it
Angie?
up.
No. Angie was a slut too. Boom. Didn't think I was gonna go there. Yes, she's a slut too.
Oh, so,
Yeah. I got no shame. I got no shame saying
hold
that.
up. So, well, I mean,
It's like-
so Carrie has a past. Okay, so currently the only person she's giving it to is Mushmouth. All right, like
Not
so
anymore.
you're looking at.
She's done with that.
She about to get that tape.
No. He was done with that. And then she called him up, as Chris pointed out, when Davis showed up and she was about to have a relapse. She called Zeke again, but he was busy. But she called that phone, so she was about to call Big Mouth over again. And then she was like, "Oh, damn it!" I was like,
sex addict thing is just getting on my nerves. It's like nah, just call it for what it is, and y'all just trying to make it look like nah. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Like they wrote the whole sex addict thing in there just so that she don't look like a whore. But I'm sorry, she still looks like a whore. You know what I mean? It's just
we just got to see how many times her sexual past becomes a problem. Like, but it's already getting repetitive. Like
yeah,
it's just I don't understand that. Again, I want to. I'm like, Tariq, why was Kanan in this episode? Like you really need the voice of the picture of Kanan to tell you get rid of a cell phone? Like that's what you need Kanan for?
They knew Dexter was back, and they were like, "Hey, we need the dark passenger, need Harry to come back." And so,
I'm like, this ain't it. Like this ain't the moment. Like it should have been when he killed Jabari. Like that's when you bring in your true daddy and be like, "Daddy, what should I do? Shoot him in the head?" Is that what you said? Okay, like boop. Like that would have made sense, but not. You got rid of that burner phone, right? Because the cops might trace you or some shit. Like, well, thank you, Mr. Daddy. Let me do that. I'm sorry about killing you, bro. My fault.
Yeah, I would imagine shouldn't it have been like Dre, or maybe maybe not Tommy because he was obviously towards the end, like he was in the house with Tommy. But I mean, like the whole voice of reasoning is what I'm talking about. Like, right? Like at the end, you realize Kanan wasn't about shit. You know what I mean? And that's why you betrayed. That's why you betrayed him and had cops unload on him. So I'm thinking, like, why wouldn't it be for you, Dre or Tommy?
No. First of all, Tommy's still alive, so how can he be the
No, because here's the deal. He's not looking at dead people like Dexter. He's just looking for the voice of like reason. So it could be someone still alive too.
No,
you know what I mean?
Looking for dead people. Same way Angie appeared to ghosts and Raina.
So why wouldn't it be like Raina? Well, no, Raina doesn't know about that. Yeah.
I mean, he loved Kanan. I mean, even through the end. I mean, like you said, I chose my family over them, but in the end, he buried Kanan. I mean, in his own way. I mean, like he made an effort to be like, I didn't want to do this, like, but I had to do this. I mean, it made.
Oh, you know what? To your point, okay, you're right. Remember him and Tommy? Was it? Didn't Tommy smoke it up, or was it his pops that they smoked?
No, it was his, yeah. It
was him. Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, even though he betrayed him, like I still want to smoke it up. They did some.
Just wasn't the moment.
It was like RIP to you. It was like true story, but like I know I got you killed, but RIP just for you.
But what's Lauren's issue, bro? Like, why is she so needy? Like, I don't understand. She's like, every time we start to get close, you pull back. There is no we. Yeah. Like, there's me, and there's you trying to get this dick. Like, that's what this is. Like, we don't have a relationship. Like, I don't. Like, she needs to start watching some Kevin Samuel videos. I swear, she was so used to having that little DC nigga, that DC like prep nigga, that like that she ain't realized that. Outside of him, that Kevin Samuel shit is some real is serious. It's like men ain't all about that. Like, you know what I mean? And Tariq ain't about anybody. I mean,
he's not into girls at all. He's not.
He's about
that money.
I mean, even Effie was like, I gotta get me a girlfriend because, like, to fucking up.
You gotta remember, Tariq right now is going through a lot of stuff. His sister, his grandmother's having issues. His sister, he wants his mom. He needs his mom for advice, and he can't have his mom. you know, all these people, these women wanting to have sex with him, that is like in the back of his brain. He could care less. And then Courtney also said he's going through PTSD. So he's going through a lot of stuff. Sex is like the bottom of the list for him.
Right.
He's got to figure out how to get his sister out of foster care, and he's got to figure out what to do with Big Mama. Like, what he has to help her too, because I mean, if she's basically having a nervous breakdown, and he realizes that. But what is he supposed to do? He needs Tasha. He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, his sister might be taken away.
Tasha take her damn kid with her.
Yes, Tasha should have taken the kid. I don't understand what Courtney's vision is. If any one of us who have children, if we're going to be, you know, leaving for the rest of our lives, you would take your kid. You would take the entire kid, you know, the wife, the girlfriend. Yeah. You'd be like, look, I take all of them.
We talk a lot about where's Yaz, but did anybody ask for more Yaz? Like, seriously.
No.
You did, David.
You know,
it's your fault.
I said, look, I said substantive.
I wanted the other Yaz. I wanted the Yaz.
I said substantive, realistic Yaz moments. Like this is that bullshit though. Like what the fact that like first, like again, last season it was I gotta get Mama out of jail. I gotta sell drugs. Not like you said. Now it's I gotta keep Yaz out of the system. I gotta sell drugs because Davis don't work for free and fucking Sachs don't work for free. So now I'm working to do that bullshit. But I'm like, this cannot be long term. And then he's gonna put grandma into some type of rehab or some shit. He's gonna have to pay for that. Is that what's next? Or she's just gonna die in a car accident and then he's gonna be a caregiver?
What we need a reason for Tariq to deal drugs.
They're trying to
make a drug dealer, just like Braden wants to be a drug dealer. Neither one of them need to do anything. They're just doing it because they want to do it. So why do we need Yaz to propel the story?
they don't, but they want him to be a sympathetic drug dealer, not the heartless murderer that he was in book one, who was just I'm about this life, Dad, because I want to be. This is who I am on the inside. And I was like, what?
Is Tariq going to ask more money from Steinfeld, I guess, now that, you know.
From Stern?
Stern, sorry, I said Steinfeld. Stern. Yeah. Like now he's desperate now. He's like, look, like my mom is gone, like for real this time. And then my sister's about to be put in foster care. I don't want her to end up to be like the kid at the end of The Wire, you know, who became a bully towards the end, you know what I mean? Maybe that's why you know what? That's why Yaz hasn't gone with her mother. Because Courtney wants to have her become thugged out. Wants her to come out being like Queen Latifah and set it off. Like, because didn't Queen Latifah's character, whatever, Cleo, talking about she was in like foster care or whatever. Yo, maybe they want her to come out becoming like a thug with the braids or whatnot, kind of looking like Effie or whatever, like a young Effie, and Effie going to be training her. You know?
Thank you, Chris, for that. Hold up.
Thank you for what?
No, I want to talk about hair because after Effie whooped that little girl boy's ass, and then she went back to replace.
You say little girl boy? Is that what you just said? They don't like that. They don't like that.
Like Terry was like, she's doing her baby hairs. I was like, that shit was hilarious.
Wait, what? A little boy girl? What?
He called her boy girl. But Kim, you should call him out. What did he say to you? He made sure to correct you, but he had no problem just calling
that little girl looked like a little boy. I don't know what
the fuck she was like,
but I know it wasn't trans person. Okay, like I'm just saying. My point is,
this boy girl could have been a boy, and you just called him
that was definitely a girl. It was two girls fighting over a little bit bullshit.
How would you know?
Deal. Come on. I mean, it was. I mean, but I'm like, it was ridiculous. It was completely unnecessary. I'm like, this is what we're watching? Like, why am I watching two teenagers in a fucking alley fight over some fake ass drugs? Who the fuck are you and why do I care? And then Braden was getting his ass whooped by some dude. And then he looked at Effie winning and was like, I could do that. And then he got on top and was like, boop, 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 boop. I was like, what is happening? But then she got what she went home and did her hair. I thought one of y'all would be like, oh, look at she's doing her hair. Because Terry was like, oh, look, she's doing her baby hair. She was like,
She was doing her baby hair. Yeah.
I was like, I want that show. I want to watch Effie.
What?
I want to see Effie dealing drugs. I want to see Effie sleeping with women. I want to see Effie out there making moves. Like, I don't want to see Tariq. I want to watch the Effie show. Like,
it's not. It wouldn't be realistic. I'm sorry. a lot of it wouldn't be so realistic because I'm sorry, she's a little old thing, and if I'm
to
just
her brother.
huh?
What happened to her brother?
Yeah, that's right. Her brother who got murdered and like that never came back.
No, Courtney said that the brother was not in any of the episodes. She said that on the live. So
yeah. He got killed off camera before she got to choke. Yep. And then her mom has been drunk ever since, but I guess she don't give a fuck because she's living her best life right now. Like maybe she's selling drugs to pay for rehab for her mama. Like maybe that's her storyline. Like I don't even know. And I thought she was dealing on campus, but now she's also like a supplier to, again, random ass teenagers, I guess. Like how old was that little kid? I don't even know. I was like, what is happening?
But even in the chat, Stephen Walton said, who is Effie's Connect? Who is Effie's Connect? We've been asking
Braden now.
It's Braden. Yeah,
but who was it before?
We don't.
Because remember, we were all speculating on what was what was her plan? What was she doing? Was she trying to set Tariq up? Right?
Yep.
We don't. What happened to that storyline? Like,
what happened to the Choke? Like, why did she shit on him on Choke? Like, we like, oh, it has to be a part of her bigger operation, and he was like, none of that means shit. Like, we just got to move forward and be like, now Effie, she got her braids. You know what I'm saying? She over Tariq, even though they did the whole shirt off. We both got guns, but we got protection bullshit. But now she like, that's okay. I'm hanging out with my girlfriend now. I was like, what is? None of this is necessary. But I just like, if I have to pick a child drugstore show to watch, I'd rather watch Effie than Tariq. I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, because right now Tariq speaking of that, why does every black drug dealer want to live with their mama? Like, I don't understand why Kane is like, can I come back home and move in with my mama? Like, get your own place, bro. Like, he's like, I can move back in. No, you a grown man. Like, be a man. Stop living with your mama. Like, that's the first step of being an adult. Like, get your
own. You notice though, in like all of these shows and movies, right? When you got a drug dealer that does live their mama, ain't a bunch of people be going around shooting up their mama's house because it's a small little thing where they got a little respect when it comes to the black woman. They don't ever. When did you ever see them ever shoot up someone's parents' house?
Raising Canaan.
Real life all the time.
Yeah.
Huh?
Raising Canaan, they shot up the mother's house, didn't they? Or am I
sorry about that? Yeah, they did. Well, for the record, yeah, they did. They almost shot Canaan, and they shot up at the house.
Yeah.
Monet will not make it. Yeah, but bye, Chris. It's okay, Chris. I know you were going with that. But you were not right. But it's
look into the fan and get hypnotized and just forget the whole conversation.
Anyway,
Kane is just a mama's boy. That's just what it is. And he feels like if he Diana and Drew, right? They're the younger, and they're living there, and it makes sense that they're living there because they are younger, right? He's the oldest, right? He should be on his own, but because he is such a mama's boy, and he feels like he's missing something if he doesn't live in the house with them, like Drew and Diana are getting more time with Monet or something. Like he acts like a kid most of the time when it comes to his mother. So that's how I see. That's why I feel like that's why he wants to be under the same roof with them. And also remember too, he views himself as their protector. So if he's not living in the house and something goes down, that he's going to be upset about it. So he does. He sees himself as Lorenzo. He's not Lorenzo, but he feels like his place is what Lorenzo would be doing if he was not in jail, right? He's the protector. So that's why he lives with his mom and his brother and sister.
Till he finds out Lorenzo's not his daddy. Then he'll be like, oh, you lousy.
And he's named after Lorenzo. That's his name.
Kane's
name is Lorenzo. Yeah, it is.
That's a ploy.
That's his name because Kane. His nickname is Kane because when he was a kid, they called him Hurricane because he was always running around the house and he ran around like a hurricane. So he's named after Lorenzo.
Just like
that don't mean that you biological. That's
true. I'm just saying.
The whole Lorenzo thing might just be a ploy to be like, what DNA test do you need? Your name is Lorenzo. Look at you see what I'm saying?
He's gonna
Lorenzo's gonna get shanked in prison.
That's it.
Oh, Lorenzo's
gonna need a kidney.
For sure.
You're gonna need a kidney. That's right.
He's gonna need a kidney or blood transfusion.
Blood transfusion. You go. Like, I'm not.
And Kane will not be a match.
Yeah.
he's like he's still breastfeeding on. Yeah. He looked like he still need that milk. Like I mean, but also Tommy had mommy issues too. They're both killers, but they both love their mamas in very dysfunctional ways. That seems to be consistent. And they had daddy issues too once mommy's real truth was revealed. So we have seen the storyline before. As it comes to that issue. Lil Guap should be murdered. I think we all agree on that.
Please go ahead, have at it.
I'm surprised like he survived this long.
That's what I'm saying.
Annoying. Ugh.
Like, what does he bring to the table?
Nothing.
And also, so then we got back to Mecca. So Mecca's like, I'm trying to fill the power vacuum in New York. And I guess that was created with Ghost and Tommy's exit, which was not mentioned. And then like Lobos's exit, I guess. And then now that DC Joe or whatever is out the picture. So now he's going to use Monet's opera. Does he know? Because this has not been a conversation. Does he know that Kane is Monet's son?
Yes.
Like he followed him to the house, right? He followed him to the house.
Follow him. He knows.
Yeah,
So
they had a discussion. You stole from your own family.
That's true.
Discussion. Yeah.
Who initiated that relationship? That's what I'm saying. We don't know. Because like, is it just coincidence that all of a sudden he's working back with the son of the woman that he loved long time ago? Because like maybe he's using all this to try to get Monet back.
Well, that's obvious.
I was like,
yeah, he's gonna try to smash. I mean, that's obvious.
And she took that card. She was like, bye, but she still had that look like I don't have to.
She did that Mary J walk. She did that walk when she walked. Walk. I was like, oh, okay, go ahead, Mary.
Like, I'm about to get some penis again.
Yeah.
How you notice no one gives a fuck about Ramirez being missing? Nobody
has even said anything.
The cops aren't looking for him. The detective is not looking for him. Like, they know that whoever killed Jabari killed him with Ramirez's gun, and this detective is making no effort to tie Carrie or anybody else really to that gun. Like, do you know anything about Detective Ramirez? Professor Carrie? Like, none of that is even being brought up. Yep. Like, ah, damn. Like,
it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make. Oh my God, it doesn't make any sense. And then, if you want to get technical about it. Like, I'm pretty sure that Carrie's computer is going to prove that she was on that computer reading Jabari's email at the moment of his murder, because she was sitting there like her and Zeke were sitting there laying in the bed when Ramirez was getting. They will find Ramirez. I'm pretty sure they'll find his body, but
he's in that puddle.
Oh yeah,
they said letting that puddle go because it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. But we got to see it with. I'm like, but nobody's even asking the question. Like, what is their relationship? And everybody always so the only sex scene that made sense to me was Sax and his DA girlfriend, because she is connected to the case. Because somehow they already have a DA assigned to a case with no suspects being arrested. Like, I thought you needed a suspect. They get arrested.
Carrie is the suspect.
But that's talk. I mean, like, that's not a warrant. That's not like we're gonna like go after this person. It just seems weird that they already got a prosecutor like lined up for this. And can you just go to the NBA? I thought you had to be drafted by a team. I thought
he said that. He said he's entering the draft. He said that.
Yeah,
he's entering the draft.
Yeah, but yeah, he didn't finish college. Yeah, that's normal.
You can enter the draft without.
Yeah. You don't have to have a team. No, he's the most sought after person. So basically, essentially, teams will be fighting for him. That's how that works.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he's putting himself up for.
That's basically what LeBron did. LeBron was like basically like, I ain't gonna finish. I ain't gonna go to college. I'm gonna be drafted into the NBA. He didn't have a team. He was hoping to get drafted by Cleveland, and Cleveland put out a good. You know what I mean? But no, there was no
It's
team.
not a good idea, because most basketball play basketball like Magic Johnson and all those older ones. They always try to tell the new ones you should have a college degree, because you're going to need to have something after basketball.
Yeah.
Because most of those men like Grant Hill and all of those famous basketball players, they have money and they have businesses and investments, outside of, being basketball players, because they know eventually it's going to end.
Sure.
Same thing with boxers. Boxers are the
nowadays you get a degree online. You can just do it on the off season. It's not that serious.
I was going to say though, I mean,
yeah. So that's my other thing.
You don't need, college ain't going nowhere, but you can injure yourself so easily in college, and then guess what? There's no
It's
NBA.
over.
But
Yeah.
you make $5 million. Let's just say, to your point, you go in the NBA, you only survive maybe 2-3 years. You make only $5 million only, but that $5 million will get you to any, you know what I mean? You know, you already have a nice nest egg.
I know, but I'm talking. Remember when Grant Hill and all of them were basketball players?
Sure.
College was not online. It wasn't as accessible as you know what's going on now.
Yeah.
That's basically.
But I mean, but like Shaq, for example, Shaq is another end of that spectrum. He went to the NBA first, and what did he do? Now that he made all the money, he went back to school, got his doctorate, and then all that because he could, you know, and every school was able. Huh?
What's up, Stacey?
Was it honorary or he actually got
it? Honorary. That's a good. Yeah, that's a good point. I think it was. It was.
I think it was honorary.
The honorary doctorate. You're right. Just like it was an honorary cop. Yeah. You know. Yeah, but he wasn't a real cop.
But I mean, also to Diane's point, like she was like most of these men lose their money very, very quickly because they don't know how to manage it. And she was like, hey, like if I go to school and I learn something, mama, then maybe I can help him manage the money. And I was like,
what you know about managing some money?
They're trying to turn her into Tasha, but your family will steal from you just like anybody else.
Tasha
it's not worse, actually. It's not worse. Where's his actual family? Like his mom, dad.
They never told us that. Like, why did she raise Zeke? Why?
And she didn't raise him. Like he just got up there to go to college. Like it wasn't like she raised him.
I thought she raised him. I thought
no.
Oh.
He's staying with her to go to school. Like Courtney's official story that he's from the South, and now he's staying with her to go to college. Like, where's the family in the South?
Yeah.
Like, what shouldn't they be asking? Got their hand out? Is some random ass black man gonna show up to be like, "I'm your daddy. Can I get a check?" Like, is that happening?
No,
like,
it's gonna be a mama. It's gonna be Zeke's mama that comes and gets on Monet. Bitch, you ain't gonna be with my son.
all right. Let's make a prediction.
Live off my baby.
It's gonna
I'm gonna live off my baby.
So Mary J's sister, right? Let's already do our casting moments now. Who gonna be Monet's sister? It's gonna have to be a singer. I'm gonna put my money on Janet. It's gonna be Janet. Janet's gonna be Mary J's sister in this.
Janet Jackson?
Yep, it's gonna be Zeke. It's gonna be Zeke's mother. It's gonna be Zeke's mother, but like,
no.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I can't.
Ain't gonna go there.
That's too much. That's too much.
Yeah.
I would say Halle Berry first.
Halle.
Yeah.
Hallie's still doing stuff.
She's on TV. She got the Netflix movie and shit.
Yeah.
Like I would put Halle.
That's why STARZ is kind of a downgrade at the moment. But Janet ain't doing jack right now, so it's like she's available.
She's on tour.
She's raising her child. I mean, she's doing something.
I mean, everybody raised a child with an accent.
It's not an honorary degree. Shaq earned his doctoral degree in organizational learning and leadership, especially in human resources. At Barry University. Well, thank you. So he earned
university.
Barry University.
Never heard of that.
Anyway, also online college.
Awesome.
To all your points, like this whole bullshit that Diane had to go to Effie so she could teach her how to go to school and sell drugs.
I didn't understand at all.
Yeah, what was that? Like
you can take accounting classes online or community college. Like you can do that. It's not that hard.
I don't understand how you go to school and sell the drugs and go to the school. I was like, what in the
You're right. That was Bobby Boucher's mother. That was like the whole like the hell was school doping?
You want the school.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, bro. They're about to fight too. Effie was like, who are you? His girlfriend? Bitch, go lick on your Asian girl. Don't worry about me. Like, I'm doing what I'm doing right now. And you should know that Tariq don't get fucked by no ass. He don't care. He ain't got time for none of this.
I know, right?
Effie had to put the moves on him. Did she forget?
They all did.
I mean, Destiny was like, here's my drugs. And Tariq was like, I need the drugs. He's like, I don't want you. I need the ling. Just give me the ling. I was like, that's what needs to happen. He needs to get back on the ling. He needs to be just like his daddy, scratching to be like, I can't take the stress no more. He's like, he's just sucking on the scissor all day. Like, that's what needs to happen.
I don't think that we need that.
Well, because apparently alcoholism runs through his gene pool. So all of a sudden, maybe he will be drunk.
Well, Ghost was an alcoholic.
That's what I'm saying. He got it on both sides.
That's why
he's an alcoholic now.
That's why it'd be real for him to be like, oh shit, I can't take stress. He's like, it's like, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, I can't. It's the ling. Just like my goddaddy, he brought me ling. And it
did Did anybody think that red? I mean, I know he typically drives a different vehicle, but that red vehicle, was a Corvette that was playing standing ring. Did anyone else think that was Tommy at first? You know what I mean?
No.
I thought it was Tommy because she was looking at it suspiciously or whatever. So I was like, oh, Tommy's back. Like Tommy's.
Actually, for some reason, I thought I thought like when a woman got out that car though. Eventually, like
eventually, yeah. I'm talking about first. I'm talking about the first time.
When the woman got out, I thought maybe I was like, is that like Lorenzo's daughter or some shit? Are we gonna find out she's gonna be like, because she was like, because you remember for some reason they're like, it's been 22 years since I've been with your daddy. I was like, who is 22 years old? Start doing some math. I was like, somebody's kid ain't somebody's kid. I'm like, damn it. I'm like, these numbers mean something. And he's gonna be like, I love you, girl. I remember when Kane was born, and I said, you and me are gonna be something. And she was like, no, I picked a partner over a lover. Like that statement's gonna come back to something. Like she's gonna be like,
you think so?
Oh, definitely, absolutely. But I don't know if like Lorenzo's gonna find out that Mecca's back. He's gonna be like, I know you used to be fuck my girl. He's probably gonna try to kill him from the outside. Then some.
I kind of felt like he knew. He was a little too much like, oh, get the drugs. If Karen can get you the good drugs, get the drugs. And it was like he was pushing her. But he didn't question where you getting the drugs from. Like, isn't that something he should have known?
Yeah. That's a good point. I think once he finds out who the actual connect is, and then Monet won't tell him. That'd be stupid. She'd be stupid to be like, it's my ex-boyfriend. And they grew up together, and I don't know. This love triangle is gonna come to something. But when Kane finds out that's his daddy.
What did you say?
Let's get into this.
Stacey's favorite.
So did Lorenzo know that she was fucking Ramirez?
I believe he does.
I assume so. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't be like, I mean, don't like obviously, because I feel like he was like, so Ramirez is gone, so you can't like. I feel like he was like, so maybe she will be like, I know you pick. He may be like, I know you picked me back in the day because like we were gonna be a team, and like maybe like Mecca had to go somewhere because he was gonna do his own shit, but he's like, I know you still love him. Some other bullshit. I was like, it's gonna be something. Anyway, I was waiting for the episode when Kane's gonna be like, you my daddy, motherfucker, and they start fighting. So I don't know. It's gonna be like, nah, I gotta kill you. I'm gonna be like, this if he kills his own daddy, bro. Also, the new writer of this show and showrunner is from Empire for the last 3 seasons. That's what Courtney Kemp said at the during her interview. Okay. That's not a good thing because those last 3 seasons were all over the fucking place. Lucius lost his memory after he got blown up by his son for the 2nd or 3rd time. He got kidnapped by Demi Moore, and he was held in a cabin like some Stephen King's Misery shit. Then
ridiculous.
I think I missed that one.
He found out that he had a baby with a white girl before he met Cookie.
Yep.
Then that dude died, and they gave his heart to Andre. Then Andre started having visions, and he had a whole other like hide identity going on with some bullshit. And they were fighting for control over Andre's body, that he was like beating up people. Then he had to kill his identity, and he had a funeral for this identity. Then it was gonna end with a Power Book 1 type shit because someone blew up Cookie and shot Lucius. This show is gonna go to shit. Like if this dude takes his experience from Empire and injects it into this thing, this is not going to be a good thing. So is
Kane going to start singing new edition songs?
I think more music is coming.
My prerogative.
My
prerogative.
Yeah, it's gonna be my prerogative. And then you got Mary J. I'm telling you, Mary J. and Davis is gonna do a duet together. It's gonna happen again. They're gonna come back. They're gonna come back together.
What about Redman?
Yeah, Redman. Yep. When he gets released from prison.
Did y'all see that fake mugshot?
That was horrible, wasn't it?
Dude.
Terrible. And then it was like they used that stuff. What is that stuff we always talk about when they put that dye on their head and stuff? Oh my God. I was like, this is obviously dye on your head. Like, that was horrible.
Dude, I was like, I was like, STARZ, bro, just go find an old picture when he was in Wu-Tang. Fuck.
That's it.
He wasn't in Wu-Tang, baby.
He was not in Wu-Tang.
No, he wasn't in Wu-Tang.
Calm down. He was not in Wu-Tang.
Oh, it wasn't my fault. What was it?
Huh?
No,
he was not in anything.
It
was a Rottweiler.
He was his own person.
Yeah, he was his own person. him
Yeah.
and Meth, it was just him and Meth when they would collab.
They just friends. They're like really good friends.
Yeah, that's the right one. I'm sorry.
Tommy
I'm
spinoff
letting
is
you know so you don't get attacked. That alone, you saying he was Wu-Tang alone would give you thumbs down. So just I wanted to just
and
protect
at
you.
one point Wu-Tang had like 21 members.
Yeah.
And
So
Redman was not one of them.
Yeah. I'm just trying to protect you, brother. I'm just trying.
Thank you. I agree with Steven. The only thing that's keeping me in this bullshit is book 4. Like we just need Tommy to get back to some adult shit because like this child show we're watching is irritating.
You know what's gonna happen because everybody really wants Tommy, right? We want that. We're putting too much pressure on that show because as soon as it comes out and it's not the shit that we want it to be, we're gonna be all upset and jumping on that and saying how bad it is and this is bullshit. And it's like that's not fair. It's not fair.
As long as nothing happens on a college campus, it's already a winner. It's no college campus, no rapping or singing or music of any sort.
Okay,
as long as no one does,
we're not gonna have any of that.
Then it's already a winner. You don't know he's already got a single mother lined up with the kid, so that's happening.
I mean, he had that in Power with Lala.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, but you don't know if the kid's gonna be like, I want to be a singer. Look at me. He's gonna be like a little rapper. They may have a studio for him or something. He's gonna be like the streets need a bot. Don't act like they can't put that in this show. Like they can. But like as long as
they do that, this show is gonna do this, and everybody's losing.
They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't go that route. Not with Tommy. They would definitely not do that with Tommy.
So I remember, I don't know if it was Courtney, but somebody was like, "Don't worry, like Tommy's gonna have adult shit." They're like we're gonna get some adult situations,
adult music, because he's old school.
Because I'm like, this is too much. Like,
I'm just wondering if like all of a sudden Tate would try to hire Tommy into it as an intern type deal, and the thing,
Tommy,
when that be some shit, when that be like at that moment, the moment I see that he trying to put his resume in. And when he's like, I'm like, yeah, I'm not watching this again. I'm done.
He runs.
Do you think Tommy would even put in a resume? If Tommy wants to do something,
he doesn't know what a resume is.
Exactly. Yeah. He's like, I'm just gonna do it.
Damn, he ain't dumb.
He's not dumb, but he's gonna be. Tommy doesn't take orders from anyone. He's just gonna be like, all right.
So I'm just saying, like we all agree that basically we're just saying book 4 has to save this universe. Like it has to because
basically.
Yeah, because
book 5 is not going to do it.
No, absolutely not. Like that's why they ended with influence. Oh, I cannot believe the writers wrote that shit. When Davis was like, you need somebody with a lot of influence. I was like, you stop it, bro. Don't do that. And then they show Tate like, hello, brother, can I help you? I was like, he don't have that kind of influence. That's why he's your adjunct professor, right? We just got a whole conversation with Stern to be like, you ain't the one, bro. So like, you need to go back to school and get your rep up, because they got too many murders going on. Fuck this, man. I'd rather have Clay Davis from The Wire, than Tate. Tate
is cuter.
Oh, she.
that would be better. Hey, Tate's gonna run for mayor of Chicago in book 4.
Yeah, and then his brother will be the sheriff or something. You know what I mean?
Right. He'll be district attorney, and they'll be like, we'll keep Tate relevant. Anyway, this stuff's all over the place. I don't need to see Effie kiss another woman. I don't need to see that. I don't.
That's not what you said earlier. You said this is what I want to see. I want to see Effie. I said I want to see a show of Effie doing a drug dealer and her being with a bunch of women. You said that.
Yeah.
A bunch of women.
Rewind this video.
I say a bunch of women. I said I would rather watch that story if I have to watch a child.
Oh, you rather watch? I
would say if I gotta watch some college person, I'd rather watch her. She's more interesting. And as more depth and fucking. I need her and Braden to get together. She's like, because she's speaking truth. She's speaking truth to Braden. Like Tariq only cares about himself, and as soon as you figure that out, you're gonna be better. Braden's like, no, don't you say that about my ghost.
Wait. Did you say you want Effie and Braden to hook up?
As a team, damn it.
That needs to not happen.
As a team, there would be a great team.
Like that's how they bond. Is that what you mean? Their bonding moment? Is that what you're trying to get at?
Yeah,
that would be horrible. I would hate all the characters at that point. I would be like, you know what? Everyone needs to die. Like in the words of Stacey. At that point, I'm like, you know what? Effie needs to die. Braden now needs to die. Like then I like those two characters. I don't need them smashing.
No,
I don't need
No,
them.
no, no. He's not saying smashing. He's saying teaming up. Like they could
Oh,
get together and sell the drugs.
I'm sorry. Sometimes when David says, I sometimes be thinking when he says together, I be thinking he be thinking like,
Oh,
no.
like, oh, sorry, my bad.
In New York,
Sorry.
adjunct professors are part-time and at night and work 35 hours. What? Tate doesn't have influence, but he don't have no influence. The thing about time investor, she's saying that that's a step down. He already has a job anyway. We're going through all this bullshit. So through the interview, this episode. So the interview with Courtney Kemp. Apparently, she's gonna do one every week because STARZ stopped her every Tuesday. So she because STARZ stopped her after the Power show. So that's what she's gonna be on IG explaining every episode for some damn reason.
Oh, they stopped her. What was the reason for them stopping? Did she say?
Yeah,
nobody watched it.
Oh,
I watched it. I always
is that what it was?
So I think they were going off of online, and therefore, like people who would like they're used to playing it after. Like I was used to it playing after the episode, like just a continuing thing. But now you have to like go find on it and click on it, and I'm assuming there were not enough people clicked on it.
It does take some effort. It does take some.
Yeah, if it takes effort, people are like, nah, that's all good.
I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
I didn't even know it was there. Actually, my son was the one who told me, and I was like, "What?"
Okay.
He was like, yeah.
All right.
So we used to watch it on demand, so it would play right after the episode, like during when she started it, like with book one. So that's how we watched it. But my point is, I thought when she was talking about the series, my biggest takeaway I thought was that it was interesting how with book two, she claimed one, she says she ain't STARZ no more. She's like, I'm Netflix. I signed a contract. I'm just kind of looking at this. Like this power thing, but she's like, I'm Netflix now. And then and when people started asking her questions about each book, how each book was gonna go, for book two, she had more like authoritative answers. Like, you know, I wouldn't kill Tasha off this, you know, Tariq is gonna do this or not do that. Like she was very authoritative. But when it came to book three, she's like, you need to talk to Sasha about that shit. Like, and I'm like, but she's not the showrunner of any one of these shows. But like with book three, where Kaden is more, where 50 is more the lead, she's like, I don't have.
She's an executive producer, but she's not any. She has no real input. She does see the scripts though. She said that.
You said Netflix. Yeah. Wait, so she's doing the next season with Netflix now?
Oh no, she's not a whole deal and shit.
Something.
Oh, something different. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So okay, so STARZ keeping their property now.
STARZ. Yeah. I think STARZ.
Oh. Gotcha. Okay, so it's like the scary movies. It's like we thank you, Wayans, for doing what y'all doing, but we're doing all. We're the name is for us. I'm sorry. I can, you know.
Well, I mean, but no difference. I mean,
but because she's an executive producer, she's still gonna they still gonna pay her.
Oh,
because she still has input on anything in the Power universe.
Yeah.
Because it was hers originally, she's executive producer on all of the shows, so she has input and she gets paid for it. But her job is with Netflix now. She's gonna make content for Netflix only.
That's a huge step. Even though Netflix, damn, wow.
I wonder if 50 cash.
So so 50 staying with STARZ. I'm assuming. I guess he's staying put. Okay.
But like with Raising Kanan, she was very handoffish when it came to the answers of what could go on with this, like what's Jukebox story. Like I guess somebody asked where's Jukebox story going, and she's like, that's not me. You need to talk to Sasha who runs that show. And then with book 4, she was very standoffish. Like I don't know how that's gonna roll, but it's happening. But I think book 2, she's more in control. I don't think 50 is involved. Anything 50 is involved with, she's not there to me. Like I took it as book 3 is 50, so fuck him and let him run that show. He's probably the lead for 4, but 2 and 5 are hers. Like I think if 5 ever actually happens, like she'll be there for that. You know, like I don't see 50 doing that. But even though she did, you know, credit him with a lot of things. I still think she's salty that he leaked those episodes to me. But the music. That's the other thing. Like she said, she is responsible for what happened with that theme song shit that I was complaining about. Like she's like, that was me. So if you liked it, then you can thank her. But if you didn't like it, you can also blame her because that was her idea, the way she did the song. Like she took the instrumental and whatever for the hip hop song, and I didn't know that was a song. But she's like, and I was like, I hated that shit. So I was like, and also again, she's always like, why do y'all think that book 2 is about ghosts? Why would you say that? Like, it's called Ghost, damn it. And then she's like, why do you think Ghost and like Braden and Tommy, Braden and Tariq are Ghost and Tommy? Why would you say that? I'm like, look at your character.
It should have been, they should have changed. I I understand what it's supposed to mean, but it should have been renamed Chasing Ghosts. And then like, so people who don't just look at ghosts and be like, oh, you're clearly talking about you're talking about the Patrick family. No, you're talking about like chasing your past, like or trying to run away from your past. So then people can kind of figure it out more than just saying ghosts, like the character. You see what I'm saying? You could do the play on words thing better.
They knew what they were doing. If you say ghost, right? We're gonna assume ghost is either gonna make a cameo or something.
That was like a deliberate, like,
yes, it was deliberate.
Like,
they
why don't they
the
just
audience
do Tommy?
to think that Ghost might come back. He faked his death. Yeah. He's gonna do a cameo. It's all that advertisement. That's what that was.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody said there's gonna be jazz. I think in book 4, I guess to be like someone's gonna be playing jazz. So like, because Chicago is big on that. That would be interesting. They kind of bring music in for that.
So they're gonna do like The Wire. It's like every season is like they just remix the. They
need a new theme song. I hope that's a thing. But I mean, it just the formula of book 2 is definitely Ghost and Tariq as a framework. I mean, that's what Braden and Tariq are. Like, I mean, that's what they are, and you can see that just because they're educated, they're in college, and not always on the street, but that's still who they are, you know, as a team. And Ghost never dies. Like I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I don't mean anything. I was just throwing it out there.
But Ghost doesn't die because ghosts are already dead. They don't die. They're already dead. So that's true.
Bam. What you need is Ghostbusters. Dun, 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 dun. I ain't watched that shit.
The new one they said is pretty good.
But on that note, we gotta get up out of here. We gotta get to Dexter for people who may actually be waiting for us to review that. So I will start with Stacy. Anything else for this video?
Nope.
All right. Kim, anything else?
Nah, I hope it's better next week.
You're hoping too much, but we will see. Chris,
you might as well go. I'm off. I'm still on that Ghostbusters thing. Just
all right. No. Hey, that was a good one. You talking about taking the L? It took me a while to get that one last week. But anyway, guys, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you everyone for joining us in the chat. We greatly appreciate you. We will see you back here next week, same bat time, same bat channel. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe. You can like, comment, and share. We're almost at 1,000. That's the goal. Try to get to 1,000. Then I feel like I'm doing something with my life. Yeah, we'll see you a little bit for Dexter. We'll have a similar letdowns, I suppose, and interesting twists in that story. But we will see you in a few. I'll see all.